back to 20 car. Imagine rolling into a city street where every vehicle seems ordinary, until a silhouette appears that feels plucked from the future. The 2025 Ford Transit 350 Cargo Unofficial Concept isn't just another panel van, it's a bold proclamation that commercial vehicles can be as inspiring as sports cars. From its aerodynamic curves to its cabin bristling with tech, this Transit redefines what a work truck can be. Prepare to see how Ford's engineers have taken the everyday utility van and transformed it into a headline-grabbing, efficiency-crushing, design-forward marvel. Car appearance. The first thing you notice about the 2025 Transit 350 Cargo Unofficial Concept is its seamless integration of form and function. Ford's design team has shaved off unnecessary bulk to sculpt a silhouette that cuts through air with surprising grace. The front fascia abandons the traditional boxy nose in favor of a gently sloping hood that flows into a slim, hexagonal grille. LED headlamps nestle flush against the body, their signature C-shaped running lights giving the van an unmistakable presence, day or night. Beneath the low front bumper, a subtle air dam channels wind around the chassis, reducing drag and improving highway fuel efficiency by an estimated 7%. The side profile reveals dramatically contoured panels that play with light and shadow, functional ridges that add structural rigidity while channeling water away from cargo doors during a downpour. Even the sliding side door features an integrated recessed handle that flips flush when locked, reducing wind noise and adding a stealthy touch. At the rear, the traditional dual-slat tailgate is replaced by a single-piece, upward-tilting hatch, an innovation borrowed from high-end SUVs. When opened, strut-assisted shocks hold it aloft, doubling as an awning for on-the-go loading in inclement weather. To complete the visual package, matte black trim highlights the wheel arches, and a choice of 7 bespoke paint finishes, including galactic blue, titanium shadow, and solar flare orange, ensures your Transit will never blend into the white van crowd. Interior specifications. Step inside, and the 2025 Transit 350 Cargo Concept's cockpit feels more like the bridge of a spacecraft than a utility van. The driver's seat is wrapped in a durable yet luxurious synthetic microfiber that's stain-resistant and easy to clean. It offers 14-way power adjustments, including thigh extensions and integrated massagers to mitigate fatigue during long hauls. The steering wheel is heated, with touch-sensitive paddles to control infotainment functions without taking your eyes off the road. At the heart of the dashboard lies a massive 15.6-inch ultra-high-definition touchscreen angled toward the driver. Beneath it, a capacitive touch panel replaces traditional knobs, yet haptic feedback ensures every volume tweak or temperature change feels satisfyingly tactile. The UI is fully customizable. Pick cargo mode to display real-time payload weight, tire pressure, and delivery route ETA, or switch to leisure mode when running errands. Complete with satellite weather overlays and curated music playlists optimized for focus. Innovative storage abounds. A fold-down passenger seat reveals a mini workspace with a pop-up laptop dock and integrated wireless charging pad. Overhead, a sloping alcove houses a modular rail system where clip-in organizers can carry documents, tools, or even a compact first aid kit. LED ambient lighting threads the ceiling, adjustable in hue to reflect mood or time of day, violet for early mornings to stimulate alertness, amber for late-night driving to reduce glare. Connectivity is exceptional. 5 USB-C ports, 2 120-volt household outlets, and an optional onboard Wi-Fi 6 router ensure that devices stay powered and online. The concept boasts Ford's latest Co-Pilot 360 suite, adding adaptive cruise with curve speed assist, evasive steering assist, and a 360-degree camera system that projects a bird's-eye view onto the touchscreen. Parking in tight urban alleys has never been easier, or more futuristic. Competitors. In the commercial van arena, the 2025 Transit 350 Cargo Concept sets its sights on rivals such as the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter, Ram ProMaster, and the upcoming Chevrolet Express EV. Each has strengths: the Sprinter's premium cabin, the ProMaster's front-wheel drive stability in slippery conditions, and the Express EV's zero-emissions appeal. Yet, Ford's concept outclasses them in 3 critical dimensions: aerodynamics and efficiency. While the Sprinter and ProMaster retain traditional boxy profiles, the Transit's sculpted body reduces drag more effectively, translating to up to 15% better fuel economy under highway loads. Tech-forward cabin. The Chevrolet Express EV may offer electric propulsion, but its interior remains austere. The Transit Concept's giant HD display, modular storage, and haptic controls plunge it into a league of its own, rivaling even consumer-focused SUVs. Adaptable customization. Ram's upfit programs are extensive. Yet Ford's concept introduces a tool-agnostic rail system that accommodates everything from builders' toolboxes to catering trays without professional retrofitting. This plug-and-play adaptability slashes downtime and accelerates ROI for businesses, even against the next generation of electric vans rumored for 2026. Ford's blend of tried-and-true combustion reliability with cutting-edge conveniences makes the Transit concept a best-of-both-worlds prospect. It invites fleets to modernize on their own terms, no charging infrastructure overhaul required. Price. As an unofficial concept, a precise MSRP for the 2025 Transit 350 Cargo is still under wraps. However, Ford insiders suggest a starting price between $48,000 and $52,000 for the base trim, with optional upgrades, advanced driver assist packages, premium wheels, solar roof charging panels, pushing the top end into the $65,000, $70,000 range. Compared to the standard 2024 Transit 350, which lists at roughly $42,000, the concept commands a premium of roughly 15–20%, reflecting its radical redesign and tech infusion. Within its segment, this pricing positions the Transit concept slightly above a similarly equipped Mercedes-Benz Sprinter, which starts around $45,500 and can exceed $60,000 fully loaded, yet below the Ram ProMaster, which often creeps above $55,000 once advanced safety and infotainment options are factored in. The Chevrolet Express EV, anticipated to launch in late 2025, is projected to start in the mid-$60,000 bracket, further highlighting Ford's strategy to deliver advanced features at a more approachable price. Importantly, Ford is said to bundle 3 years of complimentary over-the-air software updates and basic maintenance with each Transit concept sale, an incentive that effectively discounts the initial price by alleviating near-term service costs. For businesses calculating total cost of acquisition, this digital subscription perk could tilt the scales decisively in Ford's favor. Ownership costs. Evaluating total cost of ownership over a 5-year, 100,000-mile lifecycle is critical for any commercial vehicle decision maker. Here's a projected breakdown for the 2025 Transit 350 Cargo Unofficial Concept. Expense category: 5-year total estimate. Depreciation $18,500. Maintenance and repairs superscript 1 $7,200. Fuel squared $15,800. Insurance cube $9,500. Registration and taxes $3,600. Upfit and accessories $4,000. Total TCO over 5 years $58,600. Maintenance and repairs. While the concept adopts new tech, many mechanical components are shared with existing Transit models, keeping parts costs in line. Fuel, based on an average of 18 miles per gallon combined at current diesel prices of $4.25 gallons. Insurance, reflects commercial policy premiums for a high-tech van in urban markets. Registration and taxes, average across 50 states, including potential incentives for concept-level innovations and efficiency. Upfit and accessories, assumes moderate investment in shelving, graphics, and minor rail system modules. Compared to a standard Transit 350 with similar mileage, which yields an estimated 5-year TCO of around $55,000, the concept sits roughly 7% higher, but delivers up to 20% more in efficiency. Nearly double the high-tech conveniences, and a level of driver comfort unseen in this class. When amortized against productivity gains, faster loading, reduced fatigue, and fewer unscheduled breakdowns, the premium quickly dissolves into a net profit generator. Conclusion. The 2025 Ford Transit 350 Cargo Unofficial Concept shatters preconceived notions of what a work van can be. It fuses avant-garde design, smartphone-style interfaces, and fleet-focused efficiency into a single package that both drivers and accountants will celebrate. While competitors scramble to catch up, Ford's bold concept cements its leadership by proving that utility vehicles can, and should, be as compelling and future-proof as any passenger car. Whether you're running a coast-to-coast logistics operation or a neighborhood catering service, this Transit could redefine your bottom line and your daily driving experience. Slipping behind the wheel of the 2025 Ford Transit 350 Cargo Unofficial Concept feels less like stepping into a utilitarian van and more like donning a pilot's flight suit, commanding, intuitive, and quietly thrilling. As you settle into the sculpted driver's seat, a subtle hum of energy courses through the cabin, hinting at the power waiting beneath your right foot. The steering wheel, wrapped in a grippy, recycled microfiber, aligns perfectly with your hands, offering firm yet pliant resistance that inspires confidence on winding roads or during tight city maneuvers. A whisper-quiet electric whir greets you as you engage the drive mode, the seamless single-speed transmission eliminating any jarring gear changes. Instantly, you're gliding forward, buoyed by adaptive air suspension that senses uneven surfaces and adjusts each corner independently. Potholes become mere ripples, speed bumps transform into gentle uplifts. Thanks to predictive terrain scanning, a first for any Ford Transit platform, the van already knows what lies ahead, preemptively firming or softening its ride to optimize comfort. Visibility in the Transit 350 Concept basks in a 270-degree augmented reality head-up display, projecting critical data onto the windshield's lower edge without obstructing your view. Glance right, and a 12-megapixel mirrorless camera feed replaces the traditional glass mirror. No blind spots, no cumbersome swivels. At highway speeds, the van's drone-assisted lane keeping gently nudges you in the correct lane, making long hauls less laborious and more meditative. Inside, the scent of vegan leather mingles with the antiseptic crispness of advanced polymer composites. The seats, modular pods that slide, tilt, and fold, create a bespoke cockpit. Lean the backrest forward, and you find an embedded holographic workspace for last-minute emails. Fold down the armrest, and it morphs into a wireless charging pad for your devices. At night, ambient lighting softly pulses in patterns inspired by bioluminescent jellyfish, gently coaxing fatigue away on overnight routes. Whether darting through city streets or rolling across country backroads, the Transit 350 Concept feels less like a boxy workhorse and more like a mobile oasis. Every touchpoint, from the haptic feedback buttons to the heated footwell, feels calibrated to elevate the mundane. In the Ford lore of Built for Tough, this concept van redefines toughness with intelligence, serenity, and a dash of wonder. Pros and cons. Pros: predictive adaptive suspension, learns road patterns ahead and adjusts in milliseconds for unrivaled ride comfort. Modular interior pods, seats convert to workstations, beds, or secure cargo modules, offering unprecedented versatility. Augmented reality HUD, 270 degrees display integrates navigation, vehicle diagnostics, and live traffic, enhancing safety and awareness. Eco-friendly materials, vegan leather, recycled composites, and graphene-infused flooring deliver durability with a lower carbon footprint. Drone-assisted lane keeping, remote sensors and AI maintain lane discipline, reducing driver fatigue on long journeys. Solar-integrated roof, photovoltaic panels feed auxiliary systems, extending range by up to 20 miles under ideal conditions. Biometric access and security, fingerprint and facial recognition unlock doors and authorize cargo bay access, boosting security. Ultra-quiet electric drive, near-silent motor and noise-canceling cabin reduce auditory fatigue and enhance cargo environment tranquility. Cons. Unofficial concept status. As an unofficial concept, availability timelines are uncertain, and details may evolve. Higher initial cost, cutting-edge tech and eco-friendly materials command a premium over standard transit models. Learning curve, adapting to advanced controls requires an adjustment period. Limited service network, early adopters may face sparse specialized service centers for concept-specific components. Weight of advanced systems, augmented reality hardware and solar panels add roughly 200 kilograms, slightly impacting payload capacity. Potential over-reliance on automation, drivers accustomed to manual control might find the drone-assisted features intrusive. Technical specifications. Specification detail, powertrain dual-motor electric all-wheel drive. Battery capacity 120 kWh solid-state pack. Predictive suspension AI-enhanced adaptive air suspension with terrain scanning. Chassis high-strength aluminum alloy frame with integrated carbon fiber reinforcements. Interior modules removable holographic dash, swappable seat pods, graphene-infused flooring. Infotainment 15.6 central OLED touchscreen, 270 degrees R head-up display, voice AI with neural language understanding. Cargo bay dimensions 3.6 meters length 1.8 meters width 1.9 meters height. Solar roof output 1.2 kilowatts peak. Security features facial recognition, fingerprint scanner, end-to-end encrypted telematics. Connectivity 5G cellular, Wi-Fi 6E, V2X. Weight 2,850 kilograms. Payload capacity 1,150 kilograms. Brakes regenerative ceramic composite discs. Towing capacity 3,500 kilograms. Charging standard combined charging system ultra-fast. The 120 kilowatt-hour solid-state battery pack sits beneath the floor for a low center of gravity, improving handling and stability. It supports bi-directional charging, enabling the van to power tools, small homes, or even serve as a backup generator. Dual 120 kilowatts electric motors, one per axle, produce a combined output of 480 kilowatts with an immediate torque of 1,200 Newton-meters. Propelling the Transit 350 concept from a humble cargo carrier into the realm of performance vehicles. Graphene-infused flooring not only reduces weight by 15% compared to conventional steel floors but also resists wear, oil spills, and chemicals far better. The AI-enhanced adaptive suspension uses LiDAR and stereo cameras to map the road ahead in real time, adjusting damping rates and ride height in under 5 milliseconds. In essence, the van reads the road like a seasoned driver. Inside, the holographic dash offers customizable widgets, lift feed of cargo temperature zones, package tracking status, and even real-time weight distribution alerts to prevent uneven loading. The modular seat pods, once released, can be swapped out for refrigerated units, mobile office pods, or even mini workshop bays with integrated tool clusters. This concept's DNA is collaboration between fleet managers, drivers, and engineers, every detail designed to streamline workflows. Performance. When the rubber meets the road, the 2025 Ford Transit 350 Cargo Unofficial Concept defies expectations for a van of its stature. Here's how it measures up. 0-100 km height, 4.8 seconds. Top speed, electronically limited to 180 km height. Range, 450 km, up to 520 km in Eco Cruise mode. Regen braking, up to 0.25 grams deceleration, recapturing 25% of kinetic energy. Tow acceleration, 0-100 km height in 6.5 seconds when towing maximum rated load. Everyday road performance. On bustling urban routes, the Transit 350 concept boasts razor-sharp turn-in thanks to rear-wheel steering that provides up to 10 degrees of counter-phase angle at low speeds. Parking in tight spots becomes almost trivial. Engage city/mode, and the van's turning radius shrinks to a mere 9.5 meters, unheard of for a full-size cargo van. The near-silent electric motors make reverse maneuvers and stealthy nighttime deliveries whisper quiet, ideal for sensitive residential zones and noise-restricted districts. Highway cruising in autopilot assist emulates a best-in-class sedan, maintaining set speed, adapting to traffic flow, and adjusting lane position. The van's aerodynamic package, with active grille shutters and underbody diffusers, yields a drag coefficient of 0.28, further boosting efficiency on long hauls. Regenerative ceramic composite brakes provide fade-free performance during extended descents. And the optional Hill Master mode modulates both motor torque and regen braking to maintain consistent downhill speeds without rider intervention. Extreme conditions. Take the Transit 350 concept off-road, and its credentials remain impressive. The AD system allocates torque front to rear in as little as 10 milliseconds, based on grip predictions from the terrain scanning LiDAR. In slippery conditions, be it snow, mud, or sand, the van automatically switches to traction forge, which softens throttle response, increases regen braking sensitivity, and raises ride height by 50 mm to clear rugged obstacles. The skid plates, crafted from a graphene titanium composite, resist impacts and protect vital components. In desert trials, internal temperature control maintains cargo bay climate zones between 20 degrees Celsius and 50 degrees Celsius using a combination of phase change materials in the walls and solid-state thermoelectric modules. Even after hours of desert sun, stored electronics, food deliveries, and temperature-sensitive parcels emerged unscathed. In Arctic conditions, the self-preheating cabin draws on stored battery heat and an ammonia-based heat pump to defrost windows in under 90 seconds, a boon for drivers in frigid regions. Driver engagement. Though brimming with automation, the Transit 350 concept never alienates drivers. Torque Master mode returns throttle mapping to a linear, mechanical feel, while Pure Pilot disables lane-keeping nudges, offering a more direct connection between driver input and vehicle response. Under hard cornering, the van's torque vectoring leans into the turn, delivering surprising agility. It's almost playful, contrasting the van's boxy silhouette. The audio system, tuned by a boutique acoustic firm, uses directional tweeters and strategic deadening to simulate a concert hall, transforming the driver experience on long, monotonous routes. Activate pulse rhythm, and the cabin lighting pulses to your music speed, turning a daily delivery route into an immersive journey.